Hey Libra, welcome to your reading today. Let me go ahead and spray your energy. Cleanse that fresh for this reading along with my space and my energy with a little white sage and Palo Santo spray. All right, I had two channeled messages the other day and I've been wanting to do a reading about it in regards to it. First, I heard sycamore. So that could mean something to somebody. And then I heard, we have to be low key. So first, let's look up the spiritual symbolism of sycamore.
According to EcoTree, in Native American culture, it is considered a tree of protection against negative energies and malevolent spirits.
Wow. I literally heard sycamore, and I knew that was a tree. And then I heard, we have to be low key. So this reading will be about why we need to be low key, Libra. What's going on here? Okay? That's amazing. In Native American culture, which I was just talking about Native Americans yesterday to my good friend on the phone, and how heavy the area I live in was populated. We have a mound in this area. I found an actual arrowhead when I was a child in my grandmother's yard, kind of buried a little bit, but it was sticking out, and I picked it up. It was actual arrowhead. So anyways, this is wild. In Native American culture, it is considered a tree of protection against negative energies and malevolent spirits. It also represents resilience, abundance, and cultural heritage. We're just going to roll with the Native American symbolism there because that's what came up first. Ooh, now I want to sneeze. Protection against, in Native American culture, it is considered a tree of protection against negative energies and malevolent spirits. All right. Tarot deck was I going to use? Hold on. I have my oracle decks out here, but I want to start with the tarot. All right. I cut the deck one time to the Four of Pentacles. Earthly power. It has to do with your power. Wow, the High Priestess. Your power is originating from the divine. And these negative and malevolent people, spirits, entities realize this. I'm speaking to my high priestesses and high priest Librans. The priestess of the silver star. There's people out there that know who you were in a past life, Libra. A person of importance, a person that people ran to for guidance. And the divine instilled you, imbued you with this power because you could be trusted with this knowledge and power. One more shuffle. Princess of Cups. Princess of the Palace of the Floods. For some of you, your soul is as ancient as before the Great Flood. Why does Libra need to be low-key right now? Oh my gosh, you guys saw the shuffle. The Four of Pentacles. And I've been seeing 444 everywhere for the last 2 or 3 days. Every day, 444. Four of Pentacles, Lord of earthly power, with the Two of Swords at the bottom. Peace restored. Because the dark forces know that you use your power for peace. And that you are working towards peace being restored in the world. Like you're doing your own personal part, okay? You're playing your part. And you're doing it well. Look at that Two of Swords, Libra. There it is at the bottom again. Let's read what it says in the book about the Four of Pentacles. Lord of earthly power. A hand at the bottom holds a branch of a rose bush without flowers or buds, except for the rose in the center, which is fully in bloom. At the top center is a radiant sun. 4 discs appear in the card. Each disc is crowned with a winged disc. The hexagrams are strange in their design to suggest the feeling of power. This is all about material gain, success, rank, love of material wealth, earthly power completed. Also suspicious. Careful and orderly. Wow. So I'm not trying to instill paranoia in anybody at this time, Libra, but do be suspicious. Dubious. Do be suspicious. What's dubious mean? Doesn't it mean kind of like, you don't know, it's dubious. It's define dubious.
Here's the definition of dubious: hesitating or doubting.
Not to be relied upon, suspect. Hesitant or doubt. See? Yo, spirit speak, spirit speak. So at this time, Libra, just be suspicious of any and everybody. I'm not saying move in an annoyed way. I'm just saying be careful and keep things in order. You're leveling up in rank. These people know it. But you need to keep your material gain and success right now more low key. Okay, I understand, Spirit. I understand. Okay. I needed to hear that too. Why else does Libra need to be low key? Why did I get the message that Libra needs to be low key? The foolish man at the bottom, the fool, the spirit of ether. And look how he has a hold of the wolf. That's so crazy. I just said yesterday, it's like we have choices whether to be asleep like the sheep or awake and awakened like the wolf. It's time to enter the wolf era. The sheep era is over. Queen of Swords. Wow. Whoa. You guys, if you have not watched the angel reading from last night, it starts out with the same picture of an angel holding the head of your ops. And that's what this Queen of Swords is doing. Libra, energy, Queen of Swords, Queen of the Thrones of Air. Wow. With the spirit of ether backing you up. Queen of Swords. Wow, I turned right to it. I don't know if I can show that. Okay. A graceful woman with curly hair stands amid a multitude of rolling clouds. Across her shoulder, she holds a large sword, and in her right hand, she grasps the head of a man by the lock of his hair. Ooh. Perspective, observant, subtle, quick, confident, graceful. Embody these characteristics at this time, Libra, with this Queen of Swords. Be observant, subtle. That's low key. That's just another word for low key. Be confident. Move quick. Low key doesn't mean move slow. Low key just means low key, subtly. You know, I mean, it can be sometimes to move at a slower pace, but this says to be subtle and quick, to be confident, but graceful as well. Whew, let's go. Okay, they want me to read a little bit from the Fool. The Foolish Man. What does this mean? What does this mean? The spirit of ether, ox, Pluto. The symbol of Pluto appears in the mist to the front of the man. The foolish man stands with his worldly belongings at the edge of a precipice, ignorant of the lashing waves and the crocodile with open jaws. The foolish man holds in his right hand the rose, another rose, of joy, signifying perfect innocence, and he holds a fierce wolf in check by a leash. Behind him sprouts the flower of silence. The higher significance of this card suggests that the foolish man's perfect innocence is holding the wolf. Thus, the anger of worldly wisdom is held in check by perfect innocence. The meanings, idea, sensitivity, thought, eternal life, the flesh, spirituality, initiative, folly, foolishness. I heard don't hesitate. When it's go time, don't hesitate. Or when the ceiling, don't hesitate. Okay. When the circumstance calls you to take action, don't hesitate. Top 2 cards. Death. With the Hermit. Wow, 2 major arcanas came out together. Death, child of the great transformers. The Hermit, Magi of the voice of light. With the 9 of Swords at the bottom. Despair and cruelty. Oh my gosh, I could sneeze again. Spirit is here. Okay, what would you like to tell Libra? Why should Libra see again? The Hermit. Occult wisdom. What do you know, Libra? What have you come to know? What have you come to learn? These people want to know. They want to know it all. That's why you're being asked to be like the hermit, low key. I just heard move in silence, like death. Wow. Death can be very, I just heard silent but deadly. Move in silence with the hermit and the death card. And it's putting your ops and your enemies into despair. And they wallow in their own cruelty. Death and the hermit. At the upper left, the phoenix rises from smoldering ashes. Death is a skeletal figure with a long scythe, whose, I don't know if I pronounced that right, whose metal tip gouges the top of a skull. A serpent rests on the top of another skull at the lower left of the card, while a scorpion crawls through a pile of broken bones. The skeleton alone survives the destruction of time and the aggression of nature, slowly working its way upwards. Time, transformation. It can also be involuntary change. The hermit. The magical lamp appears above the solitary figure wrapped in hood and mantle. You're being covered right now. Cloaked is what I just heard. Covered and cloaked. The magical lamp appears above the solitary figure wrapped in hood and mantle. The lamp burns without wick or fuel. It is lit only by the lux of the universal fluidic agent. Even without fuel, the beams radiate in all directions. The face that burns in the golden triangle is a symbol of the infinite and the eternal. At the bottom of the card are the cosmic egg and a shaft of wheat, dormant for years, but easy to nurture to life at the opportune time. Yep, right now they're separating the wheat from the chaff. To the back of the hermit is a large plant yielding a seed at its summit. The snake, coiled and passive around the symbols of Virgo and Mercury, is also ready to spring to life. The meaning: wisdom sought, knowledge, divine inspiration, counsel, and inner strength. It's like these people, you do have two partners in crime for some of you. Moving very sneaky around you. I lost what else I was going to say there, but maybe I wasn't supposed to, so if it comes back, it does. Moving in silence right now, Libra. Cloaked. I heard even for some of you under a guise, which is a disguise. The devil. The devil with the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. That's double Capricorn energy. You have, whether masculine or feminine, there is a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo who has an obsession with you. No matter where that is in their chart, Capricorn is really heavy in this person's chart. They have a very, sick-minded obsession with some of you, is what I'm hearing with the Devil card. Such an ugly card. Or an ugly heart. These people definitely work for the dark with their ugly hearts. Let's get advice on how to deal with this devil. Let's get advice on how to deal with this devil. Let me use the Santa Morte cards. Advice. Advice from those on the other side for Libra on how to deal with this devil. Advice from the other side for Libra on how to deal with this devil. Thank you. Oh my gosh, look at that. Your ancestors are like, don't worry. We've got you. Look at that card. Generations. I just heard hundreds. You have hundreds of ancestors. Woo! Joining forces. Look how all the skeletons, they keep going to infinity. It's like, it could be even more than hundreds, but it's just like, it just keeps going and going and going and going till you get to that light, right? But look how they're joined hands. Wow, for some of you, even if your parents, you don't know your parents are divorced, whatever the case, they don't have to still be together. You don't even have to know them. But for some of you, literally, the two sides joining forces, that's your mom's ancestors and your dad's ancestors joining forces on the other side on your behalf to fight this battle with you, Libra. I just heard that's what you're made for. That's so funny. I'm hearing this song. I think it was Missy Elliott. That's what I'm looking for. Unity consciousness. Okay, let's read. Look at this. The bottom of the deck shows somebody working on a house and making a garden. I've never seen that card before in this deck. I love this. Libra. Let's read our advice. 20 and then 26. 20 is fraternity. Okay, so for some of you, message real quick. These are two masculines that are partnering up against you, whether you're feminine or masculine, okay? Fraternity brothers, you know. Let's read. No true evolution or progress is possible if we consider ourselves to be isolated from the world. This card encourages us to do any spiritual and subsequent material work in a state of solidarity and trust towards others. Even though in the beginning I'm like, just be leery of who you're trusting right now. Trust no one. Now, the advice of our crossed over loved ones is to work in a state of solidarity. And trust towards others. The primordial concept expressed by the love card number 4 must sediment in our minds so as to bloom and lead us to collaborate with others for a greater good. The advice of the dead: approach your work and your actions in a state of socialness and solidarity. Perhaps starting collaborations with those you trust. And maybe it's really hard for you to trust right now, or maybe you do have a handful of people you trust and would like to collaborate and work with at this time. Those that have crossed over are encouraging that. But I just think it's interesting. It's like a balance. Okay, so Spirit is really asking us to find that balance between working in solidarity by yourself, alone, doing the work alone, but then also not totally losing trust in humanity, which is not what I meant by like, just be leery, right? But also finding your soul tribe and the people that resonate with you and collaborating with them. For some of you, your future is to find your soul tribe and maybe even like build together. With this card at the bottom where they're working on a home and she's out in the garden. $26. Work. This card represents the practical act after the spark lit by the previous card, birth. With awareness, we descend a second staircase to bring our act into the universe. Through constant work on ourselves, we build our future step by step, brick by brick, and we sow seeds for the harvest and for the following staircases to ascend. The advice of the dead: proceed courageously without hesitation, working with constancy on the basis of your work. Working with constancy on the basis of your work. Don't stop. Get it, Libra. All right, let's see. These demonic energies, people, dark forces, malevolent spirits and forces and people, they're not stopping you. One more shuffle. Look at that. What's up with all the skeleton? I'm telling you, your loved ones and ancestors are heavily around you at this time. With everything going on in the world, they're just here to remind you how supported you are. Those that you think are gone, they're not gone forever. They are just on the other side. Death. I promise. I promise. Okay. Love is love is love. Eternal love. And it transcends physical death. Why would an omnipresent creator... Oh my gosh, that just reminded me of the reading I want to do. Hold on. But let me finish this. Why would an omnipresent creator, no matter your belief, a creator that is within every living being and is everywhere, right? Omnipresent, within and everywhere, at all times. That's what that means. Why would an omnipresent creator give us loved ones, give us family, friends, children, pets that we love and cherish with all our hearts, and then let something like the inevitable death separate us for eternity? What's the point? That's not what's going to happen. You reunite with those you love. I promise. I promise. I don't know who needed to hear that. When that time comes. It's not now. You're here to do the work and know, whoop, you're here to do the work. You see how that card just flipped? Some of you are flipping houses, or you're going to. I just heard flip houses. Why should Libra be low-key right now? Why does Libra need to be low-key right now? The owl. Again, the owl is nocturnal and moves under the cover of darkness, in the shadows. Wise scene and wise action, and it came out with the lamp. Remembrance. Don't let people make you feel like you're unwise. Remember how wise you are and how far you have come, says your loved ones and ancestors. Bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. Spiritual confirmation house way. Give this reading a big thumbs up if you have not already. Look at this. Invisibility. Invisibility. Authenticity. This is also my spirit guide card. Like I said, you're being cloaked with like a cloak of invisibility. With the Hermit. Cloaked by the light. This says the Magi of the voice of light. And you see the light shining down on this cloaked being? You see that? That's confirmation all in this reading, Libra. Invisibility. You're being cloaked. Also, it's like they're cloaked and they're disguised and you can't see their face. Again, there's something about you. Apple. Risk and reward. Apple is all about knowledge to me. It's about what you know. It's about what you have come to learn. The skull of stars. Again, skull. Infinite possibilities. These people know that you have such a bright light, Libra, and your life has infinite possibilities. You have been healing, speaking to healers. This could be what they're trying to plan. That's why you're being asked to move silently. Oh no. I rebuke it. Why has this been coming out in the readings the past week? Ever since I watched that episode, that A&E episode of that cult. We have cult at the bottom. And the card that just came out is child. If you guys watched the reading I did a few days ago, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, why does this message keep coming up? I rebuke it in the name of the Most High and the Son Jesus and the Holy Spirit. Mother. Oh. These people are in a cult and they were born into it. They're a child of the cult. They're a child of the cult. Because I put child right underneath the devil card. A child of the cult. What the heck? They've been trying to set up a meeting with you. Some of you. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more, Spirit. Please and thank you. Dating at the bottom. Tell me more, please. Always get that river card. River with motel, hotel. Let's use the other half of the deck. It's such a huge deck. I have to use them in halves. I have to use it in halves. Okay. Tell me more, please. Why is the river here? What? A boat? Family? Is that the... What about this riverboat and family? What about this? Social media? Good. A cover-up. Social media covered up something really good. Oh, or they work under a guise on social media, and it's pretty good. You may not even, sometimes it may cross your mind like, is this person that I've spoken to on Instagram or TikTok or whatever app legit? Like, is this really their page? Maybe go back and see like when they started their page or their interactions, or I mean, if you're that worried about if the person you're talking to is a catfish or for real. But what I'm hearing is there's people on social media that have put on a really good front, a good cover up. They are not who they appear to be. And we have jealousy at the bottom. Very jealous of you, Libra. Very jealous of your gifts. Jealous of the attention you receive. Can you tell me anything else? Anything else? Sad. What's crazy is these people, this child, these people that were child of this cult, they know that you are a voice for the true light with the hermit, the voice of light, because I put sad on top of the hermit. They've either been pushed into something from a child that they did not, you know, had they not have been a child of this cult, this wouldn't have happened to them. Well, obviously. You know what comes to mind? I can't. Yeah. Egotism. They're show-offs. Again, this is more masculine energy with the peacock. False person. Who is this? It's going to be different for every one of you, though. Crossroad. What about this false person? Oh, wow. I've been feeling all this masculine energy. Now we have here a female. But it could be a masculine. 4242. Is that the first angel number I've seen in this reading? We're going to have to see what that means. 4242 on the clock, on the timer. This person could be a masculine, portraying themselves as a female. The mask. Or this false person is a female. Regret at the bottom. Anything else? Anything else? You're going to meet the people you can trust. If you're like me right now, you're just wondering, like, who the heck can I trust? I don't know. These new people, I want to trust them. You know, I'm kind. I'm loving. Crossroad again. Make sure you're locking your doors as you immediately get into your cars. This crossroad energy, I just heard setup. They could be trying to set something up at a crossroad, at an intersection. I don't know. For some of you, this cult goes so deep, they actually have to do with some of the man-made disasters that happen. Man-made disaster at the bottom. Wow. Okay. Affair came out with bloodline and inside. So that's like inside job. Again, it's because of your bloodline. Some of them could be trying to persuade you into an affair. Look at the bottom. The aliens. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. She knows. And I know you know. 45:45 on the clock. All right, let's see what those two angel numbers mean. And I'm going to end this long reading here, Libra. What does angel number 4242 mean?
According to Aura Health, for example, the number 4242 is a powerful angel number that carries a message of balance and harmony. Seeing this number repeatedly may indicate that we need to find a balance between our work and personal life, or that we should focus on creating harmony in our relationships.
Okay. I also want to ask the tarot your advice on about trusting people before we close out. I want to ask the tarot your advice card on trusting people, on trust. Angel number, whoops. What is the meaning of angel number 4545?
According to Pinterest, 4545 signifies your understanding of life. It is a sign from the universe to let the guardian angels clean your soul. The meaning of seeing 4545 angel number denotes that you are a spiritual being that can manifest wealth, love, luck, prosperity, whatever it is that you desire.
Woo! Ah, wow. I've never received that message before. 4545 signifies your understanding of life. The guardian angels want to clean your soul. And I'm envisioning in my third eye right now, like our light body being dusted off by the angels. Like they're dusting off your etheric light energy body, your soul. It also means that you're a spiritual being that can manifest wealth, love, good luck, prosperity, whatever it is that you desire. Wow. I'm hearing 3 shuffles, and let's ask advice on how Libra can trust and who to trust. How can Libra know who to trust? Let's just get an advice card on that before we close this out. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. The forces of life. 1 card for Libra. The Ace of Swords. The truth. Continue to live in your truth. You will be able to see through the false people, their facades, okay? Their masks. As long as you continue to embrace and live in your truth with the Ace of Swords. The power of air. Lord of the root of the powers of air. And at the bottom, we have the Universe card. Libra, I'm telling you, you're so supported by the universe. The great one of the night of time. Okay, hold on. Let's read Ace of Swords. A large hand issues from the clouds and grasps the sword which supports a radiant celestial crown. To the right is an olive branch of peace, and to the left is a palm branch of suffering. The symbolism of this card suggests invoked force as contrasted to natural force. Raised upward, it invokes the divine crown of spiritual brightness. Invoked power for good or evil. Whirling force. I just saw a tornado in my mind. Strength from trouble. Strength through trouble. An affirmation of justice, let's go, and great determination. Do not let them deter you. Do not let them demotivate you. And let's read the universe. I'm not even sure what card that is. Maybe it's the World card, but they call it the universe. Let's see. Yep. The meanings: recognition, kingdom, world, perfection, synthesis. Represents the background of the card, the sun, the moon, the stars. Represents the ever-expanding and ever-changing universe. That's confirmation that we for sure, our universe is going through a shift right now, and will continue to in the coming years. This is such a significant, important timeline right now that we're living in, Libra. I really hope you found messages here. If you did, make sure to show your support by giving this reading a big thumbs up. Thank you so much. Stay balanced, stay blessed. Until next time, peace.